Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Julie's Stamping Spot here on YouTube. Over the course of 2021, I have shared 145 videos. Oh my gosh, there's so many favorites. And through the end of December, I'll be sharing a project playback, a favorite project from over the last year, which is going to be a new weekly series in 2022. I can't wait to rehash and look back at some of these projects. Now, some of the things I'll be sharing are using products that are no longer available, but I hope these project ideas will inspire you to use what you have at home, or if you want to go shopping for some brand new stuff, you can do that at juliedavison.com/shop. I recently surpassed 2 million views here on YouTube, and I can't wait to see what the new year is going to bring. Our goal before the end of the year is to reach 20,000 subscribers, and it's crazy to think that only half of the people watching these videos have subscribed. So please, if you enjoy Julie's Stamping Spot videos, please like, subscribe, and share our channel with your friends. I can't wait to share even more in the new year, but until then, I hope you enjoy these project playbacks. Thanks so much for watching. Our first project playback is going to be the Snail Mail Hidden Panel card. I originally shared this card back in January of 2021 as part of Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I love this fun fold with this sort of hidden message inside. So I hope you enjoy this playback, and even though the Snail Mail suite is no longer available, you can easily create the same card using whatever designer paper and stamp sets you have at home. Here we go, let's cut right to it. Here is the card that inspired it. So this was a swap that I received from Joyce Farraco, and I showed this on the swap video, so you may have recognized it. And I said, I'm gonna have to show you guys how to make this. So we're making the secret panel card. So here's the card. It's a gatefold card, and it opens up, and then when you fold in the center, you can open it up and reveal a second set of squares. So it kind of has like this secret message or this secret thing that you can hide in there. So this is definitely one that you're going to have to tell your friends and family about, because no one would think to open it like that. So here's my version. Joyce used the Well Suited suite, and I decided to use the Snail Mail suite. And this was the first time that I got to play with it as well, so I was really excited about it. So it's this fun, it's kind of Valentine-y, and but not totally. The colors are Bermuda Bay and Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, Blushing Bride, and Real Red. So open it up, and then you've got the panels in here. And so I've die cut some pieces from the designer paper and hand cut a few. And then when you fold it in the middle and open it up, you've got more panels on the inside. Isn't it fun? Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm thinking I needed to add maybe a few of those little resin hearts. Yes, Janice. I was trying to remember what I used. We did this card, oh my gosh, years ago with the Bugs and Kisses stamp set. So that would have been like 15 years ago, 13 years ago. Somewhere in that 12 to 15 years ago. See, Elise is 12. So no, it has to be older than 12, right? It was a long time ago. I thought this would be really cute, and I loved it because it has so many little images that you can fit inside the squares. So are you guys ready? We're going to use a ton of pieces of designer paper and cardstock, but the base of it is really very simple. We're starting with a half a sheet of cardstock. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and this is for the card base. And then these little secret panels, you're going to need 2 of those, and these are essentially 2 1/8 inch by 5.5, but because that is like 1/4 of a card cut in half. So what I did though is I went just like a hair smaller than 2 1/8, just so that they would have enough room and they wouldn't get like caught up. So these are like 2 1/16 or 2/16, no, 3/16, something like that. Just a hair under 1/8 would be 2/16. It was just like a little smidgen less. 2 1/8 by 5.5. Okay, so we need the paper cutter. So we're going to get that out, and we are going to score. Okay, so we're going to score it in, half at 4 1/4, and then we're going to score each of the halves in half at 2 1/8. Okay, so you're essentially scoring it into 4 quarters that are equal. Thank you, Heather. 2 1/16. So let me show you. Okay, so this is 2 inches. I'm trying to close up on here. This is 2 inches, and this 2 notches over is 1/8. And I didn't quite go all the way back to 1/16. It was sort of like right in the middle, so just like literally a hair. Okay, so we have our 4 quarters, 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8, if you're doing them all together. And then we are going to take the cutting blade, and now we're going to line it up. Let's see, I've got my little note. Let me get it out so you can see. I'll include the measurements in the description of the video when we're all done. So we're going to cut at 1 3/4 inches and 3 3/4 inches. Okay, we're cutting the center. So we're going to cut between this line and this line. So remember the other day we were talking about cutting, and the cutting blade has a line here, and it shows you where the tip of the blade is. So we're going to use that line and the ruler on the side to stop and end at the score lines. So we're going to line the cardstock up at the top at 1 3/4 inches. Okay, then we're going to take the cutting blade, pick it up so we're not cutting, and we're going to line up that line that I was just telling you about with the score line. Okay, and we're going to cut down to the last score line. So we've only cut the center. We're going to move it down to 3 3/4, and we're going to do the same thing. Line up with the first score line, cut down to the last score line. Heather, 2 3/32, 30 seconds. Yep, that is the accurate way to measure one hair. Does anyone else have trouble with the cutting blade jumping off the track? I'm sorry that you're having troubles, Janice. Is this the cutter that you have, or do you have a different one? This cutter has a, I don't know how well you can see this, not very well. It has like a little ridge. And so I think that helps to keep the blade inside, because there's a little, you can't see it very well. There's like a little raised edge on either side. And that I find, I never have any problems with it jumping off the track. You have this one, really, Janice? That is interesting. We'll have to chat sometime and see. Maybe you can send me a video of how you're using it and when it jumps, and maybe I can help you figure it out. Lynn, you have the same problem? Do you have this paper cutter as well? When you say it jumps off the track, do you mean like it comes out? Like this way? I guess I'm not understanding. It jumps out of the plastic side. Okay, so yeah. I don't know. I don't ever have that problem. And it really shouldn't. There's a place down here at the base where there's like a little extra room, and that's the only place that it should come in and out. So maybe you're just catching and coming up right there. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. I can't help you if I can't see what you're doing on the video right now, but let's revisit that. Jumps off the entire side. Lynn, both of you, if you can, send me a little video and let me know. Maybe I can help you troubleshoot. And it could, like Marcia said, it could be defective. I don't know. I've not had that problem. And I am really sorry that you have. Okay, so we have the pieces for our card base. So we have the red card base, and then the 2 pieces that are going to slide in the middle. This is a gatefold card. So we have the 2 sides that come in and meet in the middle. And I'm going to do my little trick because they don't quite meet in the middle. Okay, so we're going to then take and do some weaving with these pieces. Okay, so the first one is going to go over, under, you know what I'm saying, over, under, over. And then this one is going to do the opposite. So we're going to go under and slide it through and over and then under. And so this is where I was saying it helps if it's just a hair less than 2 1/8, so that it has enough room to be sliding in there. Okay, so that is the card base for our secret panel card. And then when you open it up, you push these in, and the first time it's a little, like it's a little rough, a little stiff. So that is the base for our card. So what I did then is I created some squares using the designer paper, the snail mail. Oh, I have to show you this paper because it's so stinking cute. This is from the mini catalog, and I have it in my product share. So if you haven't signed up for that, there's still time, and you get 6x6 pieces of all of the designer paper. So this is a really great way to try it all and see what you like, so that you know what you want to get bigger packs of. So here's the snail mail designer paper, and you've got all these fun patterns: Blushing Bride, Real Red, Bermuda Bay, Pool Party, and Daffodil Delight, or Crushed Curry. It might be Crushed Curry. And then the bee patterns are really fun too. So I've used a lot of these. I think I've used almost every single every single piece. So the size for these designer papers is 1 3/4 inches by 1 1/2. So I made them all the same size, even though these center squares are a little bit bigger than the squares on the top and the bottom. So you can see here the difference. I put the same designer paper there, and you've got a little bit more room on the top and bottom, but I just did the same size for all of them. So this is 1 1/2 by 1 3/4 inches. And so I picked out some paper for the front. This is just some white cardstock. Now, a couple weeks ago, we talked about basic white, and the paper mill was closing. So basic, or I'm sorry, Whisper White has sold out and is no longer available. However, as of Tuesday, the new basic white replaces that. So if you order white cardstock, the system will automatically prompt you with the item number for the basic white, and you'll get that instead. So we just have some new white cardstock, new white note cards, new white envelopes. I think there's thick cardstock as well. Okay, so all the pieces here, and then I hand cut some of these. I just thought these were just the cutest little things. That one's going to be on the inside. So I put these on with glue dots. I love glue dots for little images like this. So you just push it on the glue dot and peel it off. So we're going to do little images. And then I have 2 other images from the designer paper, and these we have dies for. So I'm going to die cut those with the new mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is now available for everyone. Yay! You can have your very own Lucy. Let me see if I can give you the item number really quick. It's in the catalog in the back. Right here on page 74. So both the big standard machine and the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine are both available. If you're looking in the annual catalog, you'll see also the magnetic platform, and we've had some problems with the magnetic platform, and so Stampin' Up! Has pulled that, and it is not available for the big machine or the little one. So if you're looking for that, unfortunately it is not available. Okay, so the dies coordinate with the stamp set, Snailed it, and they also coordinate with the designer paper, which is awesome. So this designer paper image is the same as that stamp, and the hello is the same as those two images. So I like that it's already done for me, all the fancy coloring. So I'm going to line these up and send them through the Big Shot. I said it, the bad word. I'm going to send them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Lucy's going to take care of them for me. Now, if you're having problems with the dies staying put, I would suggest using like a little Post-it, something that's got removable sticky to hold the die in place while you're die cutting. Okay. Perfect. Though I have to say I did hand cut all the other images, so it's not that bad to hand cut the images. Where did our dimensionals go? Let's just grab a new sheet. So I did do Stampin' Dimensionals on some of these images for the inside. I normally would not use Stampin' Dimensionals on the inside of a card, but I think a couple will be okay. Oh, I just noticed the hello goes the other way. Oh, that looks weird, doesn't it? You know what that means. Tear apart the card. We're just gonna flip. Okay, we're gonna flip the blue and the white so that now it looks like it's coming from the snail. Okay, the inside we're going to do, I'm gonna cheat and look at what I did on mine. We're gonna do some more designer paper squares. So these are the same size, 1 3/4 by 1 1/2. That's sticky on me. And I'm just kind of mixing them up. I didn't make them like exactly symmetrical, so it's not like these are on the same side. I wanted to kind of mix them up so that they were all a little bit different. And then I've got these cuties that I hand cut from the designer paper. So that one's good. Oh, he's facing the other way too. Oh well. And then the presents. I'm going to go down here. And then on our white piece, I'm going to use some stamps from the stamp set. So this says, "You snailed it." I love these pens. And then the heart. That's going to go right there. I feel like we need something here, like the resin heart embellishments are part of the suite. So I'm going to add a couple of those there, and no, I don't like that. Maybe on that one. Yep, okay. On the front, I have some cardstock pre-cut. I just dropped something. There it is. I have some cardstock pre-cut. So this is Bermuda Bay and Whisper White. This is 3 1/4 by 4.5 inches. And I'm going to put these strips of the designer paper. This is the same paper, the Snail or Snail Mail paper. I cut it too long, so I'm just going to trim. This is the one I cut all those pieces from for the inside. Okay, we're going to stamp an image and die cut it. And I love to conserve. And since we've got a white layer as the background, I'm going to die cut from the center. Oh no! If I die cut from the center, you are going to see it. This card has a gatefold, so you can see that center. I can't do my little trick this time. I'm glad I caught that. Let's stamp it on something else. This is going to go on here. You know what, before I put that on, I want to add some twine. I'm so excited that Whisper White twine is back again. This is the Snail Mail Twine Combo Pack. It includes white and Blushing Bride. There's the item number, 154579. And so just to be clean with the layers, I am going to wrap the twine around just the blue layer and then stick it down on the card. Wow, I already put my adhesive down, so this is fun. Okay, let's tie this. Oh. Okay. All right, now that's going to be hiding back there, and it won't show on the inside of my card. Let me show you the original one. I thought of the twine after I had layered it, and so you can see the twine on the inside of the card there. So this one, the twine is hiding underneath the blue, so you won't see it. Okay, so now this one, we're going to die cut with this postage stamp die. It's a square, which is different than the rectangular postage punch. The rectangular postage punch does fit another image from this stamp set, but this this die is a bigger, it's a bigger postage shape. It's more of a square. So let me show you, I'll show you them next to each other so you can see. So here's the one I just did. Here is a card by Dawn Olszewski, and she used the rectangular postage punch. So you can see that the die is much bigger and a square instead of a rectangle. So that's the difference. This comes in the die set and the punch is available separately, but that image does fit perfectly in it. Isn't that cute card? Love that. Okay, so I colored my image with Stampin' Blends. However, I don't have a Blushing Bride Stampin' Blend. I was really disappointed when I got out my colors and I wanted to match the paper, and I don't have Blushing Bride. So I don't know, I have to look in the catalog. I don't know if they make it and I just don't have it, or if we don't have that color. I am starting to come around with my, coloring because I kind of avoided it for a long time. So I do have to admit that my Stampin' Blend collection is not 100% complete. I'm using Dark Pool Party, and then I have a little bit of Bermuda Bay as well to accent the dots on the bottom of the snail. Okay, so tell me what you guys think. Do you consider the snail mail to be a Valentine set? Or is it just a happy mail, like send to your friends set? Because it's not up at the front with all the other Valentine sets. It does have like a heart theme going on with the happy mail and the heart and the heart there. And we do have the resin heart embellishments as part of the suite. But I don't know. It doesn't feel traditionally Valentine set to me. So, I would love to know your thoughts. Is this one that you have been considering? The snail dip. I actually, when I bought it, I just bought the whole suite. I love that Stampin' Up! Has done that in the cap. Okay, so we're almost done. We've got our card colored and the front that's going to go on. And let me just clear my stuff. And so this is going to go on the front of the card. And you want to make sure only to put on adhesive on one side because you don't want to glue the card closed. So the easiest way to do that is just to apply the adhesive to the card itself. I've moved my tear and tape. Oh, there it is. I put it away with the gilded leafing. So let's find our roll. So I'm just going to put it right here on the panel. And then I will make sure that I don't glue the card shut. I'll have it exactly where I need it to be. And then cover it. Give it a little push down where the adhesive is. All right, there's our finished card. Wasn't it worth the wait? It's so cute. Okay, so we've got the gatefold that opens, and then the secret panel you open in the middle, and you get a whole different set of cute little images and words. Oh my goodness, I love this card, and I hope that you do too. I hope that you give it a try. There's so many fun ways that you can decorate it, and I've already got so many ideas of other stamp sets that I can use, like the berries with all the different berry paper, maybe even some dragonflies and doing something with the mini dragonflies. So I hope that I've inspired you and that you'll try the secret panel card. That's it for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share so you don't miss out on the next Project Playback video. See you next time.